So, ladies and gentlemen, this player was a high-end prospect for the Montreal Canadiens. Went within an inch of winning a Rookie of the Year award in the NHL. He was traded for 2 number 1 draft picks by his parent team. He's in a Hall of Fame, and overall, he's probably one of the most respected players to come from the Maritimes from the 1960s and 70s. Obviously, we're not talking about Danny Grant, but we're going to talk about his Nova Scotia, parallel equivalent, the great Norm Ferguson. Now, Norman Gerard Ferguson, born October 16, 1945, in our beautiful community of Sydney, Nova Scotia. He played kind of center right wing, and the family bloodlines are strong because his son Craig Ferguson also played in the NHL. Now, because of his accomplishments both on the ice and in his hockey development career, he was inducted in the Nova Scotia Hall of Fame in 1982. Now, Ferguson had played junior hockey with the Montreal Junior Canadiens for 65 and 66. Now, he had moved to the Montreal Canadiens farm team, the Houston Apollos, in the Central Professional Hockey League for the 66-67 season. Now, he eventually played for another Montreal affiliate, the Cleveland Barons in the AHL in 68. Now, Oakland was looking for some talent to work with, and Montreal used to trade a lot with Oakland, California. So in that deal was a myriad of players, and 2 number 1s came back in 68 and 70. Ferguson went west and eventually set the single-season record for goals for the squad with 34 in 1969. Monster on the power play, monster on even strength. Now, this was a new rookie record for rookie skaters. Now, after the season, Ferguson finished second to another former Montreal Canadian, Danny Grant, in the balloting for the Calder Trophy. So we thought he was going to have a great future NHL career. But where I think his career took a divergence, the Oilers eventually selected Ferguson from the Seals in the 1972 NHL expansion draft. Now, but Ferguson had also signed a contract to play with the New York Raiders in the WHA for 73. He was eventually made team captain of the Mariners in 75, which was the next format of the Raiders. And he eventually finished his playing career with the Edmonton Oilers in 77-78. Now, he eventually took over as head coach of the WHL's Edmonton Oil Kings in the 79 season. He then later served as assistant coach for his hometown team, the Cape Breton Oilers of AHL, for 7 seasons from 89 to 96. He was also assistant coach of George Burnett when the Oilers won the Calder Cup in the 92-93 season. And in an amazing twist of fate, I was inducted in the Hall of Fame in 2000. 20 years later, I'm still contributing, and I could be still eligible for another one. And Ferguson, 10 years after he got the Nova Scotia Hall of Fame, you could have got in twice. If there was a Nova Scotia Hockey Hall of Fame, which I don't think there is, or it might be down there, he would easily go in. But just going over some of these WHA totals are quite impressive, actually. 73, he had 68 points in 56 games. 74 with the Blades and the Knights, he had 36 points. San Diego, 3 straight seasons, 36, 37, and 39 goals. And with Edmonton, he's last season, 26, 21, 47, and 71 contests. So WHA totals, 181 goals, 365 assists in 436 games. NHL, still impressive. Didn't play much in the playoffs because California only made it in 69 and 70 when he was there. 73 goals, 66 assists, 139 points, 5 points in 10 playoff games. WHL with the Oilers, Oil Kings, the loss in the postseason round robin, tough record. 79 was a bad year for the Oil Kings. 17, 43, and 12. So Norm Ferguson, one step away from probably starring with the Montreal Canadiens, did well with the Seals and WHA. But when you play for 8 major league teams from Sydney, Nova Scotia, and you also, you might say Cleveland was a major league team because it was the Montreal Canadiens' major affiliate, just like the Voyageurs. What a tremendous pro career he had. Although he didn't meet NHL expectations, anybody that causes a whole league, when you hear the name, his name, I mean, in San Diego, he had such a fan base. Because I do remember some commercials years ago saying, watch the Mariners and star Norm Ferguson as the Mariners take the ice. It was quite bizarre. And San Diego only had so many heroes. The Chargers weren't the San Diego Chargers at the time, not like the Dan Fouts and the Eric Coryell and all that. That only became later on. The San Diego Mariners were very popular on the ice and off the ice. Did a lot in charity, and his efforts there really helped West Coast hockey. And he was very dedicated to West Coast hockey. I have to give him that. You're looking at 7 seasons on the West Coast. That's tremendous. And if there's a West Coast Hockey Hall of Fame, he might be considered because he was the mainstays of the WHA on the West Coast back in the day. So that's the story of Norm Ferguson. Thanks for listening. Give me a like, comment, or subscribe. Again, we're trying to set a goal of monetization down the road for raising money for hockey charities. We need 1,000 subscribers. If you can add your name to it, please do so. And if you like this podcast, by the way, why don't you consider making a donation to your local minor pro hockey squad, predominantly maybe pickup teams or women's hockey, because novice initiation of women's hockey across North America needs as much support as they can. I know a lot of people give, of course, to the SPCA, but consider paying for the fee of a poor child that wants to play hockey across Canada. It might be something to look into, or the States, because COVID's starting to lessen a little bit in Canada. Minor hockey is starting again. So if you like my podcast, please support minor hockey in any way you ever can. Even it's just basically showing up at a charity event or making a donation. Every dollar counts and every support is appreciated. Have a good day.